Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to Wicked Misfit's Last Ride. I'm getting into some more Skyrim today, so let's get it. I'm trying to get a little bit of stuff done before kids actually get up and stuff. Okay. Kind of starting to get stuff, but I'm not too far into it. So,
Good to see you again, friend.
Word on the street is that poor Sabjorn has found himself in Whiterun's... Exactly. Now you're beginning to see how our little system works. Maven sent word that you discovered something else while you were out there. Something important to the guild? Then this is beyond coincidence. First Arangoth, and now Sabjorn. Someone's trying to take us down by driving a wedge between Maven and the guild. Mercer thinks he knows a way to identify this new thorn in our side. He wants to meet with you right away. And if I were you, I'd hurry. I've never seen him this angry before.
alright.
So, is it true
I
bandits
did do
get...
this
Ah,
off screen.
there you are.
Those little jewels
I've
that you
consulted my
collect.
contacts regarding the information you
That's what
recovered
this
from
is.
Golden Glow
Those
Estate.
jewels
No
go
one
to.
can identify that symbol. I've consulted my contact. It would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. Very clever.
I don't understand. They were a sure thing, I swear.
Just better hope this one isn't another waste of my coin. You jest, but they've been able to avoid identification for years. They're obviously well-funded, driven, and patient. Just don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay dearly. Because even after all their posturing and planning, they've made a mistake. The parchment you recovered mentions a Godgel lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our contacts. His real name is Gullumai. Gullumai is our inside man at the East Empire Company in Solitude. I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of Golden Glow Estate and that he can finger our buyer. Get out there, shake him down, see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions.
I can't believe Gullumai's mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands. Don't get me wrong, he could scam a beggar out of his last septim, but he's no mastermind. Trouble? He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you. You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gullumai, he's in way over his head. and you'll be able to use it as leverage. Aye, he does indeed. And with his fingers in the East Empire Company's pie, we'll make good use of that debt. If I'm not being clear enough, that means we don't want him killed. For now, just keep on his tail and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot. Good luck in Solitude. Keep Golemai alive. But remind him we are.
My brother in crime.
I will try. Better remember where I had Serrano wait. Better wait somewhere.
Got to thinking, maybe I'm the Dragonborn, and I just don't know it yet.
Oh, where was I before this? Oh boy. I kind of forgot.
You see, those warriors.
Got to thinking, maybe I'm the Dragonborn, and I just don't know it yet.
You keep thinking that.
So, what do we have here? I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person. Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that, bee farm, was it? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle. Well, now that you mention it, there is something I've been trying to get my hands on. I have a buyer looking for a case of Firebrand wine. Happens to be a single case in the Blue Palace. Bring it to me, and we'll talk about Golden Glow Estate.
The road to Whiterun's not safe these days. Lots of travelers.
Good. Can't have the buyer getting impatient and looking elsewhere for this, can we? Here, take this. I certainly can't use it, but I suppose I need to pay you something for the goods. Not at all. I consider it an investment in prolonging my life. As far as Golden Glow Estate goes, I'll tell you what I know. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arengoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed. Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry, and it was being directed at Mercer Frey. In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry. Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way.
Disrespect the law, and you disrespect me.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid. The Emperor of Skyrim, dead. These are dark times, my friend. Dark times indeed.
I'm gonna follow this guy all the way down here.
can sell off that junk at bits and pieces.
Dang it.
Another fight.
I cannot best.
Must be my imagination. Lucky. Is someone there? God, no! Is someone there? Time to end this little game. Oh, another fight.
I could turn wood to gold.
Burn it! Burn that! For Skyrim! Mercy! What was that? What was that?
You picked a bad time to be lost, friend. I can take you.
Skyrim belongs to the Lords!
Now, there's no need to do anything rash. This isn't as bad as it seems. I was gonna tell Mercer about everything, honestly. Please, he'll have me killed. All right. It's Carlia. Her name is Carlia. Mercer never told you about her? Carlia is the thief responsible for murdering the previous guildmaster, Gallus. Now she's after Mercer. Help? No. Look, I didn't even know it was her until after she contacted me. Please, you have to believe me. I don't know. When I asked her where she was going, she just muttered, "Where the end began." Here, take the Golden Glow estate deed as proof. And when you speak to Mercer, tell him I'm worth more to him alive.
don't remember where I left Serrano.
Papa, you're back. Hey, I got you something. Hope you like it.
It's good to see you again, dear. You already appear to have someone with you.
Oh, crap. Oh, I don't remember where I left her. Obviously it wasn't here.
I find your wolfish grin unsettling. You ask me, those brats in the orphanage are better off now that old Grelard is dead.
Good to see you again, friend.
What now?
Good afternoon.
Wanted to say something. Did Gullamai give up any information on our buyer? No, it can't be. I haven't heard that name in decades. This is grave news indeed. She's someone I hope to never cross paths with again. Carlia destroyed everything this guild stood for. She murdered my predecessor in cold blood and betrayed the guild. After we discovered what she'd done, we spent months trying to track her down, but she just vanished. Carlia and I were like partners. I went with her on every heist. We watched each other's backs. I know her techniques, her skills.
Goodbye.
If she kills me, there'll be no one left that could possibly catch her. If only we knew where she was. There's only one place that could be. A place where she murdered Gallus. A ruin called Snowvale Sanctum. We have to go out there before she disappears again. Yes, I'm going with you, and together we're going to kill her. Here's your payment for solitude. Prepare yourself and meet me at the ruins as soon as you can. We can't let her slip through our fingers.
What's on your mind?
following me. But I thought I had her wait somewhere, but that's okay. She decided to show up.
Trouble?
Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
Give me a second. Alright, I'm back. So now...
Let's move faster. The sun is... It's not good.
I gotta turn some stuff off. I'll go this mine because it's
For my
closer. Oh, dang, right in the throat.
Good. You're finally here. I've scouted the ruins and I'm certain Carlia is still inside. No, I found her horse. Don't worry, I've taken care of it. She won't be using it to escape. Let's get moving. I want to catch her inside while she's distracted. Take the lead. I'm sorry, I was under the impression I was in charge. You're leading and I'm following. Does that seem clear to you? Just make certain you keep your eyes open. Carlia is as sharp as a blade. The last thing I need is you blundering into a trap and warning her that we're here. Have your weapon at the ready. I'm certain Carlia knows we're here.
I was always taught to avoid these types of ruins.
Well,
I see
they're
why
sometimes
now.
impenetrable. This one doesn't look too difficult. Quite simple, really. I don't know what the fuss is about these locks. All it takes is a bit of know-how and a lot of skill. That should do it. You. Carlia's been through here. What does she expect to find? Stench in here. This place smells of death. Be on guard. The chain over there and watch out for the spike. Looks like Carl there reset all of the traps. Shouldn't take long. Out of my way! 2 more of them ahead.
I didn't even see that trap set for me.
Blood will adorn my flame. Something's near. Your life is mine!
Trying not to get too stingy.
You can't handle me. Life is mine! You've just eaten your own epitaph. Hardly a challenge. This shouldn't take long. That was hardly worth my time. Bone chimes. Clever. Rigged to wake the Draugr, I bet. Don't blunder in it. What? What is it? Ah, it's one of the infamous Nordic puzzle doors. How quaint. Without the matching claw, they're normally impossible to open. Since I'm certain Carlia already did away with it, we're on our own. Fortunately, these doors have a weakness if you know how to exploit it. Quite simple, really. Carlia is close, I'm certain of it. Now let's get moving.
And the betrayal.
Do you honestly think your arrow will reach me before my blade finds your heart?
Give me a reason to try.
You're a clever girl, Carlia. Buying Golden Glow Estate and funding Honningbrew Meadery was inspired.
To ensure an enemy's defeat, you must first undermine his allies. It was the first lesson Gallus taught us.
You always were a quick study.
Not quick enough. Otherwise Gallus would still be alive.
Gallus had his wealth and he had you. All he had to do was look the other way.
Did you forget the oath we took as Nightingales? Did you expect him to simply ignore your methods?
Enough of this mindless banter. Come, Carlia. It's time for you and Gallus to become reunited.
I'm no fool, Mercer. Crossing blades with you would be a death sentence, but I can promise the next time we meet, it will be your undoing.
How interesting. It appears Gallus's history has repeated itself. Carlia has provided me the means to be rid of you, and this ancient tomb becomes your final resting place. But do you know what intrigues me the most? The fact that this was all possible because of you. Farewell. I'll be certain to give Brynjolf your regards.
Easy. Easy. Don't get up so quickly. How are you feeling? No, I saved your life. My arrow was tipped with a unique paralytic poison. It slowed your heart and kept you from bleeding out. Had I intended to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Somebody's dreaming.
My original intention was to use that arrow on Mercer, but I never had a clear shot. I made a split-second decision to get you out of the way, and it prevented your death. More than you'll ever realize. The poison on that arrow took me a year to perfect. I only had enough for a single shot. All I had hoped was to capture Mercer alive. Mercer must be brought before the Guild to answer for what he's done. He needs to pay for Gallus's murder. My purpose in using Snowvale Sanctum to ambush Mercer wasn't simply for irony's sake. Before both of you arrived, I recovered a journal from Gallus's remains. I suspect the information we need is written inside. I wish I knew. The journal is written in some sort of language I've never seen before.
Welcome to the stream.
Enther. Gallus's friend at the College of Winterhold. Of course. It's the only outsider Gallus trusted with the
And
knowledge of
goodbye.
his Nightingale identity. There were 3 of us. Myself, Gallus, and Mercer. We were an anonymous splinter of the Thieves Guild in Riften. Perhaps I'll tell you more about it later. Right now, you need to head for Winterhold with the journal and get the translation. Here, take these as well. They may prove useful for your journey. Remember, speak only to Anthony. Trust. No one else.
I hope we reach Ancestor Blade soon.
Can I help you with anything else? Carlia? Then she's finally found it. Do you have Gallus's journal? A problem? Let me see it. Ah, this is just like Gallus. A dear friend, but always too clever for his own good. He's written all of the text in the Falmer language. No. However, I know someone who might. The court wizard of Markarth, Calselmo, may have the materials you need to get this journal translated. A word of warning. Calselmo is a fierce guardian of his research. Getting the information won't be easy. Calselmo is stubborn as a mule. Be careful when you speak to him.
Welcome to the stream. And goodbye.
What is it? Dragons? I heard you were at the... Oh?
Gods damn those Forsworn. So many dead.
Damn those Forsworn. Think they can kill people in my city? I'll have Madanach's head.
Look, I'm very good to see Skyrim still has such... Then you were well informed. I am at this very moment on the cusp of completing my magnum opus on the subject. I'm calling it Calselmo's Guide to the Falmer Tongue. It will revolutionize the way we understand those ancient beings. Preposterous! That research represents years of personal toil in some of the most dangerous Dwemer ruins in Skyrim. You must be mad to think I'd allow anyone to see it before it's completed. I'm not certain how many scholars you're accustomed to dealing with, but I can assure you that personal wealth is our lowest priority. While I appreciate the sentiment, I still have to decline. Being an admirer, I'm sure you can appreciate the need to keep my research a secret. Very well. Perhaps when my research is complete, I'll feel more comfortable discussing my findings with you.
Dozen men up there. Yeah. Calselmo called in his entire expedition. Said he needed every man he could get. Better them than us. We lost 3 good men to the trap. And for what? Just to see another dance. Thank you. Well,
Wow.
Intruder! Never.
Where'd you come from? Done and done.
Doo-doo. Doo-doo.
What do you think this is?
Another trap, most likely.
Help! In here! Die!
I submit!
Doo-doo. What are you doing?
What have you got? Done and done.
Hey, dude. What are you doing? She is so funny. What are you doing?
I need some help in here!
What? What are you doing? Dude.
Who's there? That'll teach you.
You can't hide from me. Found you.
Who's there?
Huh? I have
That'll teach you.
Hey, dude. This is so hilarious.
Never should have. Not quite.
What was that? What was that? Where'd you come from?
Not impressed.
Victory is yours! I hope we reach Ancestor Glade soon.
Red Squirrel, thanks for the follow. If that's you on the stream, welcome to the stream.
God might
Nervous.
nervous.
A man approaches with his weapon
drawn.
Hey Tailgate, what's up, buddy? Stilling notes. I'm doing the Thieves Guild stuff.
What do you need, Bard?
I have a community on here, Tailgate. It's called Wicked Misfits. You want to look it up, check it out, join. Hey, Red Squirrel. I would reply to you, but I'm in the middle of Skyrim here. But I saw your message come up. Heard you loud and clear.
Watch the
Again,
skies,
thank you
traveler.
for the follow. Appreciate it. So how you been, Tailgate?
Just say the word if you need a drink or something to eat.
I need a drink and something to eat. I said it. They don't listen.
Was there something else? I suppose it would be inappropriate of me to ask how you obtained this.
I
so
hate
I
the
simply
elves, though,
won't.
man. They're just...
A rubbing, eh? Odd.
I don't know.
I expected notes. I understand. Now, let me take a good look at this. Over here, please.
Well, that's good you're getting some rest.
This is intriguing.
Yeah, I hate stomach
Highly
viruses.
disturbing. It appears that Gallus had suspicions about Mercer Frey's allegiance to the Guild for months. Gallus had begun to uncover what he calls an unduly lavish lifestyle replete with spending vast amounts of gold on personal pleasures.
Does the journal say where this wealth
Oh,
came
damn,
from?
that sucks.
Yes, Gallus seems certain that
So
Mercer had been
move out of
removing
the
funds
way.
from the Guild's treasury without anyone's knowledge.
Anything else, Anthea? Anything about
She just
the
wants to be like,
Nightingales?
right in the middle of everything.
Yes, here it is.
Go away.
The last few pages seem to describe the failure of the Nightingales, although it doesn't go into great detail. Gallus also repeatedly mentions his
Yeah, Red
strong
Squirrel.
belief that
I'll
Mercer
add you right
desecrated
after
something known
the
as
stream.
Twilight
I'll be streaming
Sepulchre.
for a little bit longer, so
Shadows preserve us. So it's true.
I'll add
I'm
you
not
right
familiar
after.
with the Twilight Sepulchre. What is it? What's Mercer Frey done?
Oh, hey,
I'm
Tailgate.
sorry, Anther. I can't say. All that matters
When you
is
go
we
into your
deliver
Minecraft
translation to
next,
the guild immediately.
before you go into
Farewell,
play
Anther.
game, go down to the
Words
Minecraft
can't
store
express.
and
It's all right, Carlia. You don't have to say a
get
word.
the Legendary Phoenix. It's free. It's actually pretty decent. It's pretty decent.
Listen.
I was
All
going to try
I
to get
want
easy
is
to
the
get
truth
it
to be
so we could all
revealed to the
play,
guild.
but mine seems
They
to not be
respected
working.
Carlia, and she deserves better. Do whatever you can, and I'd consider it a personal favor.
Red Squirrel, if you're still watching, my YouTube channel is WickedMisfit's Last Ride. That way you can go over to YouTube and be in the comment section if you want.
If trying to rid yourself of stolen goods becomes a burden and you find yourself in Winterhold, visit me at the college. I've been known to handle items of questionable interest from time to time, and I'll see what I can do. He was a dear friend of mine, and a surprisingly
go such a butt
astute
down somewhere.
pupil of academia. I was devastated when he was killed. I suppose that risk always coexisted with his line of work. I just never thought his luck would run out. For the thrill, of course. He was quite clear that he felt more in his element climbing through a window rather than hunched over a dusty tome. Ah, yes, quite an amusing anecdote, actually. I caught him trying to break into my laboratory. I was about to show him the error of his ways when he made a curiously astute comment about my research notes. I was astounded, and in turn it led to a conversation. Who would have imagined it would lead to such a strong friendship?
Yeah, Tailgate, the legendary Phoenix. It's pretty decent, and you can play with multiple players. That's why I was gonna have Easy get it. But yeah, man, thank you for dropping by, and you're always more than welcome here, man. But you have a great rest of your day.
In the time before man,
And
they
try
were
to
known
rest
as the
up.
Snow Elves. They lived in the sunlight and had a very prosperous society. Like the Altmer? Yes, I would say their culture quite possibly rivaled our own. The Nords went to war with the Falmer in the First Era, killed them by the thousands to drive them from their snowy homeland. The Falmer retreated underground and forged an uneasy alliance with the dwarves who ended up betraying them. This betrayal made them what they are
Sorry, you need to
now.
go sit down.
Horrible, blind monstrosities with a burning hatred of any but their own kind.
Alright, later, bro.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Forgive me. I've lost several close friends to the Falmer, and it tends to distort my view. If you wish to learn more about them, you're welcome to my tome on the subject. Should be on my table.
I'm not going to be on here too much longer.
Besides the fact that there are only a handful of people in Tamriel that even recognize the language, I'm fairly certain he was planning some sort of a heist that involved a deep understanding of the Falmer language. Sadly, we never had the opportunity to speak about the details. Ironically, I pointed him in the same direction I pointed you, to Markarth and Calcelmo. I'm only hoping whatever means he used to learn the language will still be available to you.
Alright.
If you have further need of me, you can
We
find
must
me in the
hasten to Riften
college.
before Mercer can do any more damage to the guild. You've come this far, so I see no harm in concealing it any longer. The Twilight Sepulchre is the temple to Nocturnal. It's what the Nightingales are sworn to protect with their lives. Everything that represents Nocturnal's influence is contained within the walls of the Sepulchre. Now it seems Mercer's broken his oath with Nocturnal and defiled the very thing he swore to protect. I felt the same way when Gallus first revealed these things to me. I think given time you'll understand what I mean. As a Nightingale, I've been sworn to secrecy regarding the Sepulchre. I know the Guild doesn't do much to foster faith, but I'm going to have to ask that you continue to trust me. I'll make for Riften and scout the situation, see if I can discover what Mercer's up to. When you're ready, meet me at the Ragged Flagon. In the meantime,
The Ragged
I
Flagon.
wanted you to have this. It belonged to Gallus, but given the circumstances, I think he'd approve. If the Guild isn't willing to listen to reason, you might have to.
So did
Nightingale
Delvin send you
Blade.
again, or are you here on your own this
Alright.
time?
Go to my house, drop off some stuff in the safe.
Aster had to
And
move away because of the Empire, but we get to stay.
probably be a good place to end the stream. Might stream enemies nearby. What enemies? Oh, that enemy.
Where'd you come from?
Okay. Come on,
what you doing?
You watch what you're doing. Dun, dun, dun. Absorb this dragon soul.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anyway, just out of this.
That's what I was trying to do before the butthead with wings showed up. Argonians. They're alright characters. The Khajiit are a little bit more agile. What are you two doing? Oh, here, looking all suspicious.
Well, you smell like a hag, Raven. Oh, hi, Papa.
Aww. Ma took me to the market. We saw this huge fish. I bet even you couldn't lift it.
I bet I could. Alright, get rid of some of these. There we go.
Hey, Pa.
Yep.
Need something? Alright, so we can find an empty chest, which I think is here. Put this in here for now. Alright guys, I do believe I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you to everybody for stopping by, Tailgate.
appreciate you stopping by and giving that thumbs up and coming and chatting and chilling. And to Red Squirrel for following me on PS4. That was awesome of you. And if you need the name of my YouTube channel, it's Wicked Misfit's Last Ride. That way you can come in and participate in the chat if you'd like. You don't have to. And I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. On that note, do you, be you, don't change for anyone. Always respect those around you, even the ones that disrespect you. Keep it wicked, guys. Love you.